Okay, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fighting. Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Break. 59, Mark. Check, 59. 80 weapons. He's scared. Come. Check 59. Mike is 15. Rock it. Ready?
On first down, Curtis. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Throw left side complete. It's Curtis. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Blue draw Corkers. 49's the mic. Here we go.
And a give this time to the tailback. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
Come on, set. 50, plant. Who that? Check it out.
On 3rd down, it's Curtis. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. So with 4th down looming, Dan Quinn sends out his field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Out of the gun, Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Get the police ready.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Mike 5-4, Mike.
Police ready.
I know he ain't got it. Watch twist. 8. Alert flare. Alert
20.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Stevie, emoji happy tears.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Great.
On the ground, McCaffrey. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 4.
From the 39, Newton. That's complete to McCaffrey. 4 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
No, looking at it on my phone.
Your track. 8. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Now watch one. Run.
Here it goes.
3rd and 2, Newton. And he's got his target. That's more. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here's big. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy. And that's what they're doing early in this game.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready.
54. Right 54. Watch the run. They're running it. 8. Mike 5-4.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Ball trot.
Wrong football.
Newton on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey, but it's going to be 2nd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Kill. Turn up.
8. 20.
Throwing again. Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 22 yards there, a first down.
That's another
We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it seems almost effortless.
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. He finds an opening past the 40. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Falcons.
Ready, ready. 90, Wolf.
I'm trying to collect.
Big trip.
On first down, Nicholson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Get that ball. Get that ball. Check. Crunch.
Shift. Watch the shift. Hey, Sam off.
Switch.
Gone.
Check it out, read. Showing that. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Go. Get it.
To throw again, Nicholson. And that is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Ready, break.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Nicholson. And he'll find Hall. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And 21 yards there as they convert on third.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Look, squeeze.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Double time. Everyone got four down.
Hey, exit.
Right back, check. 59. Watch the script.
Ready. 2nd and 9 now. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Switch. Slam. Check 24.
General West.
Back to throw. Nicholson. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Ready.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
You better be afraid of me.
Greystone travel.
Check 9. Check 4.
Topper.
Check 59. Don't let him breathe.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
34's the mic. He's coming. Check in. Hey.
From the gun, Nicholson.
Big stuff. Let's go.
And that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Falcons 10, Panthers 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 78 yards. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Get right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10.
14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Hey, Charlie!
I don't even know why this team showed up. Mike 34, Mike 34.
Shoot down.
On 1st and 10, Nicholson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And now it's second down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
Check out, hot, hot.
Hard, hard. Look at me. Door.
Check. Watch it.
Hey, lock it. Get it.
Looking to throw. Nicholson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Red green.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, check Mike. Check Mike 46. Get in the weight room.
Newton. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
46. Let's go, D. Let's go. 46 to Mike. 46 to Mike. Let's go, defense.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Taking a shot for 6. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On the ready.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Pick it up. Wide, get wide. Check 15, check 15.
They'll keep it on the ground. Loss. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Back to throw. Nicholson, and he gets this one to Ridley, complete. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down.
Complete to Calvin Ridley. A gain of 14. First down, Falcons.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Cut. 49, check 49. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Loss. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Come on,
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Watch the slant. Check.
6-6, pull it high.
Check
3. 2nd and 2. And he rifles one incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
2 yards to go.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10.
You got tight right there. Jim.
Roll out.
This is Jones. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Bring it.
2nd and 5. He's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Jordan Franks, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Makes the score Falcons 20, Panthers 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Newton, meanwhile, here connecting with McCaffrey. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here we go.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
8, 10.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Check. Gun. Watch out. It's a 6. Pull it. Ha! Check 31.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
14.
Ready? Let's get it.
Mike 54. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, Harry.
Eight.
One set. Check, Mike.
Express.
Mike 54.
Hey, I'm coming after you. Zoom. Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4".
On first and 10, Newton. Escaping, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. On after this. We'll step aside.
Ready. Go to base. Right there, 54 Mike. Check. Echo.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
I'm coming, baby.
A first throw for the backup, Jackson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. Point after here coming up. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Got it.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
At the 21-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Blue there, blue there.
Second and 6. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
X3, 218, chop.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Get it.
Operating from the gun, Nicholson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38th. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Nicholson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Bravo.
Lost 49.
Let's go.
Set a tone, fellas.
Ready?
On 3rd down. Nicholson. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. The Falcons send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here's Jackson. Can't ask for much more than that. A 50-yard punt followed by a loss on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 15.
45. Tackles.
20.
Rush in.
Gun.
Now Newton. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That one good for 26 and a first down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Hey, watch it.
Check 37.
8.
Now with toss, this is McCaffrey. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
20.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
Express.
58, boy.
Great.
I'm here all day.
Throwing here, Newton. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Check.
8.
Lucky.
Great. Express.
Newton to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
8.
58 to Mike. That's it. 58 to Mike.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
58, boys. 58 to Mike. Here we go. 50.
Now it's Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Hey, you don't want to see me. That's me.
Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Only 3 there on the screen at second down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Okay, 180. Check mark 45. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Newton's going to throw it. That's to McCaffrey, complete. Space to run past the 20. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 17-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Newton now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Tighten up.
From the red zone now, Newton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away.
Hatch it. Great. Gun. Off.
Now Newton. Flush to his right. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Carolina, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, it's just their second loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.